Last time on Jump Point, the party met the mage Falco Gam, and he briefed them on the Children of Octopod, the cult that Karen Janoris has been chasing. Falco, after this meeting, gave the party 2 days to gather some resources and recruit the scout known as Leb to guide them in the northern sands and follow the High Mage's trail. After landing the ship in a cliff hideaway 3 days out from the storm, the party set out. And that's where we begin. Here now at midday in the northern sands. I'm going to need all of you to give me a survival check. And the DC for this is going to be 22. You all have advantage because Leb is helping you.
Yippee!
This is for everyone?
Yes, everyone is a group survival check here. DC is 22. You have advantage with Lev helping you.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, okay.
Yippee!
I got a fucking...
I don't know if we do crits on skill checks, because that's only 21, but...
Okay.
I got 10 total.
Alright, what about Anna?
25.
That's crazy.
And what about Morn? It was a 15. I see. That natural 20, very helpful. Rounding out your average here to a success. The first day here, you can hear the storm howling in the distance. And with 3 days out, you can see it looming on the horizon. It takes up the majority of the eastern horizon as Leb in those long kind of black robes, the short kind of sleeves, seeing her green snake skin glistening in the sunlight, shuffles the pack, leading you forward here, each of you feeling the blistering sun on you. Is there anything said between you all as you finish this day and set up camp for the evening?
You talk to Aerith, probably?
Yeah, you see Aerith kind of has her spell book open as they kind of look down. Close the spell book up. Oh, you alright, Morn?
Yeah. How are you feeling about all this?
You see her pause, but you know that the look kind of betrays her a bit here. It's like, I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about it. I know that my father's capable, and I know that he wouldn't get put in a situation that he wouldn't be able to think his way out of. So, but I'm still worried. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. He never talked about this cult?
I mean, he never really talked about his work for the Mages Guild at all, really. I knew he was a wizard, and I knew he did something for the Mages Guild. And I think you see her kind of put her hand on the book. You know that this spell book belonged to her mother. If you remember, she found it. It was a gift from Karen, from her father, found in the apartment. You kind of gathered maybe he was going to give it to her when he came back, or had plans. See, she puts the hand on it. You see those dragon scales on it. I wish he'd talked more about it. There's a lot of things he never really opened up about. but I know we'll find him. You can kind of see her red hair kind of blowing in the wind. She kind of like puts her hood up, covering her fins. I didn't say at the time, but that was really brave of you to be open with everyone about your past and the pirate stuff. Do you feel like something was taken from you growing up in that?
But I don't really think about it.
I think you kind of see a concerned look, but they don't like really pry much. We should probably get some rest, though. Is your tent ready?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Cool. I'll be over there in a second. I think you visibly see like just the worry there, knowing that there's something. Being in the midst of your people on the ill decadence and seeing how with ease the Captain Torzana used that astral elf necklace, your family heirloom, in front of you. You can just see the concern from Aerith. She'll move over to the tent and kind of hunker down with you as you hear the howling wind in the distance. Here is a low fire is made. Is there, at the end of this night, is there anyone else that kind of talks amongst yourselves here?
Nothing of any consequence.
As we move to the following day, you continue your trek toward the storm. I'm gonna need a survival check from you all. Again, DC 22, but you have advantage from Leb, as Leb is skillfully guiding you in the northern sands.
17.
17. Okay. Remember, at any point, you can use those things to give you an extra D4 on this roll. So it was a 17 and a 13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anna?
Yeah, that D4 is not going to help me. 12.
Anna for 16.
Yeah, at least it's a 16.
Ooh.
You know, that's a universal
Okay.
fail.
Ooh,
Weird.
16.
We're having a day.
Yeah. This is a tough track. You know that there's like these cliffs here, jagged rock, that then you kind of move to these slopes of sand. Each of you takes a level of exhaustion here.
That makes sense.
At,
If you've never walked in wind, like in your face for multiple hours, it's disorienting because it feels like you're walking upstairs or like a really steep hill, but everything's flat.
as you trek forward, a tough day here. As the sun sets, you see Leb turn back like, we'll need to make up camp soon. Everyone be on the lookout here. As there's a call to find a camp, give me a perception check, anyone who's going to be leading this year to be looking for a camp. Remember, you have a -2 to this roll because you're 1 level of exhaustion.
Can I have Katze help me out on perception?
Sure.
Total 20.
Total 20.
Right? No. Hold on. Total 21. Excuse me.
Ooh.
+4 for perception, -2 for exhaustion.
Okay. 21. As you're like moving, it was a tough day, you're tired. However, with a little help, you're able to find like a spot that you could tuck between a narrow kind of cliff face. It looks like just like honestly, it's like the scene here. You see these structural, almost root-like trees here, and some spillage from probably one of the major pipes that you've seen that funnel purified ocean water to Riyadh. You see this kind of wetland that you're in. You find shelter in between these gnarled trees. You can see that there's signs that people have camped here. There's some like broken tents here and there. Honestly, out ahead of you, you see a group of individuals. They have. Give me a history check, actually, Demi, as you see them here.
Nat 20 plus and minus 2 for 20.
Natural 20. These are the Hifarazi. You see their gear. You see that arcane, like, orb thing that you saw pulsing when you looked over on the ship.
Oh shit!
You see their horses. You see their like that attire that they have on. It's a mix of different species here. You can see like some are in this like kind of blue outfit, in these makeshift tents. You see their horses wrapped around these gnarled trees. As they're like someone's feeding the horses, and you can see some talking in between them. You see Leb like, oh, they would be out here, though. I'm
sure that's a good sign and not potentially worm sign.
They seem to be resting. If it was dire, they would already be out riding. The worms steer clear of Riyadh for the most part, but we are getting further out. We can always speak with them. I see them out here from time to time. As you set up camp here, does anyone go over to speak with the Hifarazi at any point? As like, they do notice you. They see some like looking over and kind of talking amongst themselves.
I'll go talk to him.
You head down, kind of move here. You kind of hear talking like, you Jonah, you make sure the horses are fed. You're supposed to ride to the. You see that kind of speaking. We need to ride to the 2 eastern villages as well. Yeah, I hear you. You see a dragonborn, this brass dragonborn with this like gnarled like scar. But yeah, you see the Hifarazi. You see the Hifarazi here.
I'm gonna walk up to Jonah.
He's like, oh hey.
Hey there.
Hey there, stranger. You see his like long tail, these like jagged kind of brass scales on them. What brings you out here to the Northern Sands, traveler? As you can see, he's like puts a hand on his horse. It's like beautiful white horse.
And then Demi jerks a thumb over in the direction of the biggest sandstorm.
It's like, oh.
The smile on her face is like, I'm totally not kidding, but he has no idea if I'm just bullshitting about that.
Oh, that is a problem. Yeah. He's like, all right, Wind Rider, you could rest. And you see him say something.
His name is Wind Rider?
Yes.
I like that.
She's the fastest of all of us. And you hear that. You hear a dwarven woman kind of like scoff at that, like fastest. Yeah, right.
I don't mean to be rude, but are you faster than the horse, or is there another horse that you feel is faster?
Yeah, Cathar. Who do you think horse is faster than? Of us, of this group? Because I like, it's not yours. Certainly, it's Rari's. And I think
Rari's horse.
you see this black horse, scars on it that have healed over, that you think have probably been from...
I get the picture.
Oh yeah. There's... You see, he like points... She pointed further in, and you see Rari, this elven man, kind of by a little campfire. He's drinking coffee. You see scars on his arms, like something is like gnarled into his arm, but it's been healed by magic.
The same way as the Dragonborn? As
Yeah.
China?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like something has attacked him before.
Gotcha.
You kind of like, enough chatter, you all. It's gonna be a bright and early morning.
I wanna pet Shadowfax.
Yeah. Give me an animal handling.
Of course. I've got a -1 to that today. Holy shit, it's another nat 20.
I think
I'm not
Jonah.
even kidding.
Jonah looks at you like, hey, you might want to not touch. And then the horse calms from you. And you see that Rari stops from sipping his coffee, looks over towards you. Dark-skinned man, his like piercing kind of brown eyes. You see he kind of regards you with a bit of a slight smirk.
There is exactly 50% bubbly horse girl and 50% you are the most honorable animal I've ever met, and I respect you highly.
Jonah's like, I've actually... He never really calms down for anyone except Rari. It's actually kind of amazing. What'd you say your name was, traveler?
Oh, I'm Demi Estefel. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jonah.
I heard.
Jonah Hardscale.
Jonah Hardscale.
Yeah. That's Qatar. That's the man right up there. That's Ari. We have Godra, and you see a Derogar, kind of wrapped in these like almost like bandages, kind of protecting himself from the elements. That's Godra. Down there, or right there, you see this human woman. That's Aman as well.
Just wave to all of them.
They kind of just regard you in some way. You can see that they all, they have weapons, more like light weapons and kind of light armor, daggers and things of that nature. But each of them, they're equipped to handle themselves out here, but not. They don't seem like a fighting force per se.
Right. Yeah. Do they? So they've got like utility armor and like practical survival knife type daggers. Do they have anything else on them, or can I see any sort of other equipment that's like specialized?
Give me a investigation check.
Hey, we're gonna keep rolling this one. It's being nice to me. So my investigation is +2, which minus exhaustion means whatever I get on the die. It's a 12.
As you look, I think what you do see on a 12 is like Aman, the kind of tan-skinned human woman. She has like what looks like almost like a grappling hook.
Yeah. That's the one I was looking for.
She's like a grappling hook. That she has taken off and is like hung up somewhere as she's like waved toward you. You see that they do have these almost like artificer inventions here. They have the pulses that distract the and herd worms. Yeah, they have like practical kind of things like grappling hooks, other things that from above table would be things that you have to use the utilize action for, like lanterns, grappling hooks,
sure.
etc, etc, etc. But you would think they have some degree of training here, like very ranger coded. It's like, oh yeah, it's just like, oi. Rari kind of looks down and you see his shorter kind of like twists pulled back. He's like, make sure the horses are fed for the night. Herd up here. Jonah, say goodbye to your friend. We gotta get to the 2 eastern villages, alright? Whatever you say, boss. Well,
Oh, I don't mean to keep you awake.
It's great talking to you. Are you from Riadad?
No, just passing through. I'm from the Rock of Brawl. It's been a long travel. We're just bouncing around here to there.
Okay.
Right now we're on family business on
Oh. Well, I hope you.
I almost forgot what the name of the planet was. It's
it's different.
Yeah, it's not like anything I've seen yet.
Gurdra, you're from off planet, right? You hear the Dwargar kind of pipe up. Yeah, Geneva. I've heard of the rock.
Never.
Nice place.
Nice place, yeah.
As they come, I guess.
As they come. It's great if you like pirates and clowns and weirdos.
You hear him say something in Dwarvish. A Dwarvish curse.
I don't understand it, but I understand it.
It's like Jenna's like, oh well, in good faith, I'll walk you back to the.
Oh no, that's
You can.
fine. I mean, yeah, you can walk me back.
You kind of see his kind of almost these bluish eyes eye you as he kind of talks with you on the way. And you learn more about Jonah. Jonah's Riadad born and raised in the Outer Shelf. He kind of took on to being a Hifarazi quite well. He's like, oh, I saw you eyeing Amon's hook. Don't worry, we don't use it to get on the worm, unless it's real tricky.
Really?
Look, as he kind of, it's like sometimes, but it's good for when we need to turn quickly and.
Okay.
So
I
it's
understand. I was looking at that and I was thinking, I bet they use that to climb on top of the worm.
If
Do you ever? I know you've got the it's not the lantern, it's the other one. Does the pulse?
Oh,
Is there like?
Yes.
Did they chase that or did they run away from that?
We. You see a toothy smile. Oh, they chase it.
Awesome.
Being a Hifarazi is not for the faint of heart. No one can say they've looked down a purple worm and haven't, shat themselves. It does make you popular at the taverns, though, when you have stories to tell. As you kind of laughs, and you think you get back to the edge of the camp. I think you all hear the loud brass dragonborn kind of making his way through your camp. But hey, if you ever get a chance to see us in action, it's quite the sight.
I caught it. I don't know if it was your group, but I did see some Hifarazi as we were coming in from atmosphere. It was magnificent work.
Oh yeah. It's first time you see a purple worm jump over you. Let's just say there's no feeling like it. Nagas be praised. You see him like kind of. I think around his neck.
I know you gotta.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you about to say?
I think around his neck you see that like that symbol of a snake. Like a cobra.
I'm putting two and two together.
So he's like oh, shit! I gotta get back, but
Yeah, I guess you do.
yeah,
Early morning.
yeah. If we see you, we see you. Be careful out there. I don't know. I've heard rumors about the storm. People going missing.
It's a weird one, yeah.
So, hey, and if you're ever in Riyadh,
We should be headed back there if we get out of what we're doing.
the Eclipse Club, it's a nice spot. Maybe I'll see you in there.
There's a pause, and then the smile catches back up to Demi's face. Yeah. Might see you there.
All right. As he walks back, I think give me an insight check.
Of course. God damn it, it's a -1.
Yeah.
Where are we rolling all my bad skills? Okay, 16.
16. I mean, from the aforementioned Eclipse Club by Leb, it seems to be shady folk
Yeah.
are gathered there. But the Hifarazi aren't.
I'm still not convinced that Mr. Eclipse Man isn't related to the Eclipse Club.
True. As you see Jonah walk back toward the Hifarazi camp.
And boy, do I watch him go. Sorry.
No, you're fine. He is on. I think the rest of you kind of Leb's like. I think you see Leb eyeing at the mention of the Eclipse Club, kind of like, and go back to tending the fire. As the rest of you are all around here, as we end this second day.
You fall from flame and ride the storm. I don't know. I can't believe you didn't give this culture. We gotta ride the storm.
Ride the storm. As you move and wake up for the next day, I think you hear the horns of the Hifarazi as they kind of ride out.
Necessary. There's 5 or 6 of them, and they're all in one camp.
I think you see as you like look over like a dune crest, it's Jonah waving toward you.
I'm gonna wave to him. Yeah.
As you see them ride off toward, or like parallel to the storm. As we move here, I need that survival check from all of you. Actually,
It's just like
on this day, give me a perception check here.
that's good. I was not feeling heroic as a tiger is.
What are you
Yeah.
about to mutter? What check is it? Sorry.
It is a perception check. I'm sorry. Because I think you're getting closer to the storm, traveling here. Give me a perception check. Also, exhaustion cleared as you had a night's rest.
Nice.
Advantage? No? Yes.
For this perception check, no.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll make a separate check. I'm send Hekate up for aerial view.
Sounds good.
Is
Alright,
this a perception from everyone?
Yes, perception from everyone, if you would.
I got 16.
It's
Dude.
dodging.
I was.
What you get? Oh god, crit fail from Anum. Okay.
It's just like. It's like I crit seed and for what? You know?
Yeah, that was actually that was,
You got a
that's
natural
the rare
20.
snake eyes.
Yeah, and for what?
That cancel. You hate to see it.
25.
25. Natural 20. Natural 1. Agony. As
And for
Lev-
what? You know?
As Lev is taking you
Fuck you.
through a section here, as you get closer to the storm, I think more and you notice it first. There's something is watching you. Some things are watching you. I think you're more focused on the storm and hearing the storm. And then what was it? 15 and a 16. Kate with a 13. Kate flying up. I think Kate sees movement, but doesn't sees it quickly, and then looks back, doesn't see it again. The rest of you can hear sounds like something moving here. More, and you know it's not just one thing, it's multiple things. What do you guys do? Aerith was stopping me like, everything alright?
I'm gonna get our guide friend and point it out.
Lab will stop.
Can I,
What's up?
while Autumn is paying attention to other things, you said we had a long rest too?
Yes, you're chilling.
Full
you
night's
have-
sleep?
Yes, full night's
For
sleep.
sure.
Does that count as sunrise? Or no?
That clears our
Yes.
exhaustion.
Because you're exhausted,
Yeah.
it does count as
Moving on.
sunrise.
Does count as
Sunrise.
sunrise?
Yes.
Alright.
We are on planet.
Long rest usually implies sunrise unless GM says something.
Yeah, unless we're not on planet, like in the astral sea, a little weird. But we're on planet, we're chilling.
Long rest usually implies dawn, sunrise, etc. So,
Yeah.
but good to ask.
Yes.
I have a couple dawn items, so
Sounds good. Yeah, you got Louis, Gucci, everything
Yeah,
on him.
you're a G, I guess. You're a G.
Yeah.
yeah, all those a little dripped out. It's alright.
Yeah. Not
Not
to
all of our
brag.
brains went there. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Got my pearls, I got my rings, got my earrings, got
Real.
my J's.
So I buy my boy nice things.
True. We love that. We love you guys' relationship.
By buy, I mean acquire.
Questionable means.
You- As you point this out to Lev's like, that's right.
Tell me you know what that is.
So, I do. Does anyone have anything to offer?
What?
Anything that you would want to part with?
I mean, depends what you would like. What, is it like anything, or does it have to be something of value, or what?
I mean,
I
my
have-
like my hair down the middle.
That's not what I.
That's good. I have a bottle of clean water. Weirdly clean water.
You wanna? I got 5 candles.
I got a moonstone. I'm
That
willing to
might-
part
that
with.
How do
might-
you have a moonstone?
Okay, I just feel
might
like
work.
the things we were offering and the thing you offered weren't of the same. Like,
That actually, Giles might be onto something. For this.
Okay, I have a silver greatsword.
Okay. So,
got.
what do you have more?
No. Hang on. Why are we offering? What
Cigarettes.
Okay, to explain, we have.
Oh wait, now that's pretty good.
I'd almost forgotten since it's been a little bit since I've been in Riadad for some time. We are entering Jackalware territory. And
Jackal where?
Is
yes,
that like a style?
no, they
Is that a
are
brand?
They are inhabitants.
Oh, like streetwear? Gotcha.
they are.
I tap on them up.
It's not. I don't know of a designer called. No, it's. They are inhabitants of the Northern Sands. Spirits that we must show respect.
Okay. I don't want to give that up. That's worth way too much. Just going through my bag of holding.
If we.
Like a pop up like a big giant piece of topaz. No, put that back.
Yeah. What? Easy
Wait,
lift.
what was that?
We got this at the Temple of Mont.
Yeah, Temple of Mont, yeah. You
Oh,
guys
yeah,
stole
that
an
was
extra
the other
piece.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't need that. Not giving that up.
As you look, do you look up as you're like pulling through things?
No, I'm just trying to find something.
Is Hakate still circling?
Yes.
Give me another perception check from Hakate.
Okay. Baby boy, please. 10.
10? I like 10. You, as he's still struggling and kind of flies lower in his raven form, there is 4 jackals kind of eyeing on a cliff. I think he sees a reflection of their green eyes, like from this cliff, like almost cave, eyeing you all. Like, it's clear that they're eyeing you all. And that's like, okay, the jackal wares are known to, like, of course, things of value, shiny things. We should leave them an offering, a gift, whether it be treasure or meat, fresh game, fresh kill.
Is it just like anything? Like if we hand them a key, will they drop the axle that they're holding, or like?
Anything, any
Does
treasure.
it have to be of value?
The more valuable, the more favorable. If we do not do this, jackalware are known, they are tricksters. And I do not want to be lost within these cavern walls for longer than, the time allotted for this trip.
Do I think they've noticed Hecate?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a perception check on him again. As you guys have stopped, like, in the middle of this space. 15 feet from you on him, there is a human woman. Tan skin. Almost like these woven clothes, like loose kind of woven clothes, scarf. She's barefoot. You see her like behind a pillar eyeing you. On a 23, what she knows is interesting about her, she has a tail. This like brown and black furred tail. And as she looks up, you see her like a green kind of bestial eyes. Miss Leb is like trying to talking with more, and Morn's pulling more stuff out, like, that might work. This too. Do you tell the party anything?
No. No, I'm gonna keep my eye on them.
They notice you, notice them, and kind of move gingerly from behind the pillar into the sunlight that is shown in between this cavern. And it's like I say cavern, but it's it's like a narrow passage that's like 30 foot wide, essentially. As they move back behind the pillar and move edge closer here, as the rest of your group is like talking amongst themselves. Is Hakate on his way back?
No, I'd say it's still circling.
Hakate notices a jackalware in its hybrid form, standing about 5'8" or like 5'6" or so. That fur. This one, probably masculine, has a blue scarf around its neck. These like woven pattern designs. You see its claws are like gripping on the side of one of these pillars that are in this passageway. It's like perched here, like looking down, and you can see that there's probably 5 more in jackal form moving out from things, and another hybrid kind of like clutched to the side of a cliff face, claws deep
So
on
just
the ledge.
quick count.
Uh,
I heard 8.
yes, 8.
Okay.
2 which are in hybrid form.
I will sort of. I think they know that we know that they're there, but regardless, I will say to Morn, and slip in some thieves' cant. Like, can you lock in just a little bit? You've pulled out like 8 things, 2 of which aren't even useful.
I just don't have anything.
Right as you're keyed in, knowing that there's more to the words, you're surrounded. Leb's like, anything. A fresh kill, something of value, we should be fine. And Leb will like look around and kind of like scan the area.
I'm gonna pull out the bottle of weirdly clean water.
Yeah.
From the from fucking, what was it? Wasn't Kryn. Was it Kryn?
Yeah. From the Inver Rocks Fall that you pulled it from, where the Lotus was.
Yeah,
right?
there was. Yeah. Yes. There was a stream, and everything else was like dead and petrified, and this was like pure water.
Yeah.
So I took some of that, and I also have the silver greatsword from when the Gith and the Nautiloid ship had their clash.
And I think as you pull those things out, you notice the feminine figure, her long kind of brown hair, kind of unkempt, and then that pattern that Kate saw, that like this pattern of clothes that she's wearing. It's just like kind of pauses, sees you, sees the rest of you, then kind of like skirts back defensively. And Leb's like,
and I'm careful to hold the sword, not like I'm going to use it, but like reverse grip and balancing the blade on the back of my forearm as I'm holding the bottle.
yeah.
It's like there's no way I can swing this. It's more of a presentory.
Giles, I think you see Willow is like hiding behind you, as you see that this jackal has like eyeing Kettle curiously, and I think the rest of you notice that more of these jackals are around you, and their number has increased to probably like 15. That you notice like more peeking out from cliffs, some in human form, some in hybrid, some in their kind of spiritual jackal form. Leb's like, just leave an offering here, and we should be fine.
Autumn's gonna flick out a gold coin
Towards the jackalware in front of you, and one in human form.
Yeah.
See that she quickly, like, with depth, kind of speed and precision, like, grabs it out of the like air quickly and like rolls it in her fingers, and gives you like a bit of a bow, placing it on a spot where there's like almost not like an altar, but like a spot that within one of these ledges, like a crevice area. What else do you leave? Leb's like, let's see.
Does it have to be one each?
Does it have to be what?
One each.
At least, if we'll know if they pull back from us. If they're satisfied.
Great. Awesome.
Leb will pull out some like this jerky, preserved meat, and kind of like lays it from north of you. A jackal with this like gray fur kind of like picks it up, puts it in the mouth, and like hops onto like a small pillar. What about you, Giles?
Tell this sword.
I think, yeah, Giles sort of just steps forward, and I think just dishes out 3 gold coins just to be safe.
So you place them freely, offering a gift. You see that it is accepted. See, Aerith will pull out, like within her bag, a shell, like a seashell, beautiful like coral seashell, and then place it here. That's all I kind of have. The rest would be like spell component stuff, but places it down. Is accepted. What have you on him as you see the one in human form kind of eyeing you carefully, as the other jackals are just all around you making like noises here and there?
Actually, let me double check something on my sheet really quick.
If you want, I can try and slip you an Artuk tongue.
To give to them?
Sure. Or I can just slip you tongue normally.
I mean, that took me a second. I was trying to see. I thought I had a spell for languages. I was gonna try something, but
Ooh.
I don't. So I think
you do.
instead,
You've got identify, right?
Do you try to speak with them? On them, just in general?
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna hold. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold 5 more gold coins in my hand,
Mhm.
kind of like out to them. You know, like I'm trying to get a bird to eat out of my hand or something.
Give me
And-
a persuasion check. Almost at advantage, like this.
Alright.
What do you say to them?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna ask if they're friendly. I'm just gonna straight up
In common?
ask if they're friendly. Yeah. Just
You-
yeah,
sure.
in common.
I think they do hear you. And this one says, one from up on the cliff says, "We are, to a degree." And then you hear one speak in Amaseti. And they speak amongst each other. And like Leb is following, like kind of sighs. Now you've done it.
I did not expect them to speak common, but okay.
Oh, they do. And they pick up on the travelers passing through. We are.
That's smart.
What language does it sound like Amaseti is derived from?
It feels like in the real world. It feels like.
No,
mix
like
in general.
Like we've got common, right?
Yes.
Which is just sort of like hand wavy humanoid
sigil,
language.
Like a sigil-esque.
Sigil, yeah. But then we've got like Elvish and Sylvan, which are separate. And we've got Infernal and Abyssal, which are separate.
Amaseti is like common and primordial.
Okay.
And it's a bit of celestial too, because like the spirits, like if I think of the Nagas are celestial beings, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's that mix of celestial, abyssal, and primordial here. Say, as long as you offer a gift, freely give it.
Great. Who hasn't done that yet?
You hear Morn digging through that. No, not that. No.
It's like, you find anything yet? As you actively look up and see one of the jackals shift into like go from jackal form to hybrid to human. You see a tan-skinned man, shorter, kind of almost buzz cut, like, you know, probably knife cut hair, like eyeing you all, still those green, almost jackal eyes. As he's like on the cliff.
I'm gonna pull a lantern out and be like, may it light your way, and I'll toss it.
You see he grabs it. It's like, picks it up, tests it, like puts it on his belt and kind of moves back. As each of you is given an item, you notice, and I think Akate notices, that the jackal wares recede back. Still, you know that their eyes are on you. As you see the feminine one say, "You are free to travel through our caverns. Don't get lost."
Thank you.
Is there anything dangerous in there that's alive?
You hear one snarl, the one that just like shifted, like, "Creatures from far away. Strange creatures." You hear whispered back, "Strange, strange." Like other ones, like kind of yipping of these jackals. Like, you see one that had that, like, shawl over, like, who's gripped on the side of the wall. Bird creatures.
Sorry, hi, Demi. Is far away, and Demi is, like, pointing sort of at the horizon in every direction, but then towards the end of the sentence points up to the sky. Is far away like a guess, or...
They smell different. And someone's like, not like humans from the villages and cities. And another jackal where kind of pipes up. They're furred creatures. I've never seen them before. Further in the caverns. They went around us.
When did they get here?
You see the one, her kind of brown and black tail kind of moving. She's like, a few weeks. Months. Many sunrises. The storm was with us. Still.
Okay. Thank you. We'll be careful and respectful.
You hear one scoff, good, and kind of transform back
All right,
into
don't push it, buddy.
a jackal and like hop up onto these like pillars and hop into like a cavern here. It's like you hear Leb say in Amaseti, like, say something, and the kind of feminine jackal in front of you says it back to her, and they retreat back. The one jackal eyes you on him, head tilted, seeing your green arm and seeing like everything about you. You see the interest there of like, even as she retreats back, she's still like looking at your the difference of you, and kind of retreats into the darkness. Like Leb just lets out a deep sigh, like, let's continue onward. Everyone all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, suppose so.
Good.
I wanna hang out with them.
Okay, we're busy.
Huh?
But
Yeah, no, like maybe another time, but
You do? Leb's like, they are.
yeah, it seems like nice people.
yeah, they seem. I was gonna say chill. They're not chill. They seem all right.
Of the many things tied to the spirit here on Amaset, they are one of the more as long as you're on the good side, they won't be a problem. However, the Limia, on the other hand, we will steer clear of them. And you see a very serious look on Lab's face.
Uh-huh.
Let's head on. As you move through here, give me that survival check. As you move through the caverns here, you see,
We're going underground, or is this more like canyon type?
canyon, like it's like going through like in the Grand Canyon, like at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, where it's like the circling pathways in between, still sand at your feet. As you move through, and you can see like the wind carved walls here, long since eroded walls. As you put your hand through them, you can see that there are scratches of the jackal wares as you go, some probably hours, maybe markings of their territory here, but then it ceases. But survival check, the DC is, we'll bring the DC down to 20. You still have advantage from Leb, as Leb is...
Does everyone has advantage?
Everyone, yes. Everyone has advantage.
11.
So sick.
Wow.
15.
passed.
Natural 20
Bad
again.
rolls though.
It's a hot table.
God. Based.
Hot table.
Hot table,
tonight.
natural
Right?
20.
Isn't it 3 in a row?
I've got 3 or 4. You've got 2 or 3.
Dude, let's go.
Two.
Okay, natural 20.
Dude,
That's
I've
pretty
got-
perfect.
I'm dealing with my cursed dice, so I don't think a nat 20 is on the table.
Autumn's got 2 nat 1s.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, I was just
ideal.
saying, I might swap over my physical die.
I feel
It's
you.
very, very hit or miss today.
So natural 20. Autumn, it was 11, 15 Giles, right? You went from you?
Yeah. I did, it was 11.
11, 15. I'm missing one more person, right? It was Autumn, I think.
You
I got a
everybody.
21.
Oh, 21. I just was not looking. This is good with that natural 20.
I think so, right? We had advantage?
Yes, yes,
No,
yes,
I'm
yes.
second guessing it. Wrong, yeah. okay.
Perfect. Very good as you travel through
What
here.
would be... This is half above table and half in character. What would be most useful to us right now? Advantage on search rolls against jackalwares, or like the ability to not be surprised? I think it's got to be Wreath either. I think I don't want us jumped. And
I don't want to be surprised in these canyons where they told us creepy crawlers are lurking.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
so I-
probably not being
So
surprised.
as we move forward, Demi sort of floats to the middle of the group and just starts walking. You know how when you like zone out, you look through objects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000
see
miles
double.
there.
1,000 miles there. But I'm like looking down into this canyon and just filling in the space past my peripheral vision and getting this little laser map of everything mentally.
As you feel Amiset in Aether Space feels so connected to that space between the material planes. As you feel that connection there, you look through and see through the earth of this cavern. And as you move,
Man, we're not kidding. There's a lot of spirit here.
Lev kind of looking back at you. Everyone all right? As the sun has set here. As you move forward through here,
Hang on. Dark vision check.
I think Lev's like, I'm all right.
Of course.
We know who it is.
Everyone
Alright.
pans and looks toward the human.
Actually, wait, didn't I thought I got something that allowed
Did you
me
make
to,
night vision
Oh.
goggle?
see.
No,
It's in the plans. You just haven't.
he might have got
Yeah.
something particular.
Yeah, I just
No, we
can't
haven't talked about
remember.
yet. Check.
It's not in your inventory.
Oh,
yes, it is.
No, I remember what it was. It was I used Find Familiar to then sort of summon something that has dark vision, so that I could sort of see through their eyes.
Oh, we haven't even talked about that yet. We'll get into that later. As I was saying, if you want to keep it secret or not.
I always forget Autumn has dark vision. I'm always like, wait a minute, I can't see in the dark. And I check, and I'm like,
You
oh,
can.
oh yeah, I
You can.
can. Yep.
Everyone's like, yeah,
I
we're
made
good.
that. I made that shit up.
Giles, what is it?
Yeah.
Do you reveal
Yeah,
something
fighting
in this
myself.
moment, Giles? As like everyone looks back towards you and they're like, looking at like, we know that like Willow can, and we know I think Kettle has some.
I guess if you've got
vision.
Willow, you're fine on like
yeah.
not tripping on things.
Gotta give.
Yeah.
You gotta give Kettle headlights, dude.
I am. Yeah.
But
Hold on.
instead of the eyes shooting beams, he has to open his mouth.
He just has a light bulb in his fucking jaw, dude. Yeah.
And actually, Giles, I gave you that staff, right?
What's-
Yeah, I think he did give me a staff.
Did I give you that, or did I give that to Morn? Wait a minute, I can't remember.
No, we were talking about me infusing the staff with something, but I don't think we got around to it yet.
Was this we were gonna make a staff?
No,
No, we had one.
we
found,
have a
I think
staff.
you found it, Demi.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
a-
think you
it's
gave
a
it
air-
to me.
Oh yeah, you just have a normal arcane focus staff in your inventory on him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
air-
going to infuse it with some sort of like spell or something like that.
I'm gonna cast light on it and then hand it to Giles.
Actually,
Okay.
perfect. Yeah. As you
All right.
hand the staff over, this is from Aarakocra. You see like that. There's almost cloud-like symbols in it as a light with the light spell. You hand it over to Giles, giving him essentially a torch's range of light. Walking through here.
Also, add that to your inventory because I'm gonna
Yeah.
remove it from mine. I don't want to
That's
forget
fine.
that it exists.
That's fine. I think also in this moment, because we're currently walking through the canyons, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to pull out my dagger and sort of like press
go.
the blunt side of the tip of it into my forehead, and that will give me speak with animals.
Oh yeah. You spend the charge, cast speak with animals. Okay.
Are you what did you what was that?
I'll begin to just sort of like, I don't know, like I see like some sort of like scorpion like just hanging out in the shadows, and I go to Devin, it's just like, hey,
Scorpion.
watch
Normally
this.
totally silent.
Yeah.
Just watch
You,
this.
you go to speak with it.
It's like, yo dude, can you come here for a second?
You get no response. All you hear is shelter, food, shelter.
If you come here, I promise you I'll give you really good shelter and food.
Give me an animal handling. This is gonna be really hard with the scorpion. So,
God, I wish scorpions could give you the finger. That'd be so
God,
funny.
yeah. This is gonna be
You just
very
stick this stinger right
The
up in
stinger
the air.
flips over.
Hurl it.
Fuck you.
animal handling. This is DC 21 for sure.
DC 21.
Yeah, animal handling.
Damn.
I need to basically get nat 20 on this then.
You picked the,
A very stubborn scorpion.
craziest animal to pick.
Craziest animal to pick.
Yeah, you see, as it,
Man.
so you're like, yeah, come here. It sees you, and then skitters off. I think you would know that there is probably some rodents and things like the jackalwares need to be hunted somehow in here.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen.
Wait, hold on. Just immediately after you do that, me and Hecate share a look, and then from one of us, you're not sure who, you hear yourself speaking Scorpion. Hey dude, can you come over here for a sec?
Yeah. I swear I could find a better example. All right, I just wanted to be cool in the moment. All right, I'm sorry. I thought that would be like kind of neato to sort of,
I love scorpions.
you know, just
give me a nature,
fucking-
give me a nature check, Giles. As you're like kind of trying to explain this away, you're like, oh, I was gonna. I think you're able, as you're looking through the cavern, you're able to see that there is some sort of like, bird's nest, maybe like 10 feet up, that you could probably, you hear some flapping from. You could probably climb up to or call up to.
Yeah, I will call. I'm not gonna climb up to a fucking bird's nest. I'm gonna.
That would be rude.
That would be rude, but it would be funny for the bit. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna call out to the bird. It's like, hey bird. I don't know what type of bird you are. Can you ask? Can we ask you some questions?
You see,
While the rest of us are hearing.
you
Yeah,
what
just-
you What you
Very
hear?
clearly a sparrow, Giles.
It is a desert, a collection like a desert sparrow. This small little bird with these grayish, almost feathers, a little black stripe near its neck. Sees you, lies down, like still on a ledge, but maybe this now like 3 feet away from you. Sees you and it's like, hello?
Hi, yeah, sorry if I'm disturbing you this evening, but myself and my party are currently careening through these caverns, and we're a bit unknown to the area. So I just figured it would be. I wonder if a local like yourself would be able to point us in the right direction and sort of stray us away from any potential hazards.
I'm fucking crying, dude. Why is she doing that?
The bird, what's he- nothing of note, I would say.
Are you first fucking real right now? Are you?
There are something big. Scared some of the flock.
Okay.
You don't have
bigger
wings.
bigger than me? You'd say this thing is that
Your
you're
size.
describing?
Your size.
My size. Okay. Okay.
You don't have wings, so you can't fly around it. So you'll have to go through it.
Interesting. Okay.
Is this just for me above table? Is Giles responding in common, or is Giles like tweeting and whistling like a bird?
He's speaking the language of the birds right now.
Incredible. This is
Yeah.
incredible.
And Lev looks over and like, wait, does he do this all the time?
Lauren, can I steal one of those cigarettes?
Yeah, I got you.
Aerith's like, he hasn't done this before, has he? Wait, he can cast
No.
that spell?
Apparently, somewhere in a different world, Velith is crashing out.
My light up
okay.
is powder green.
Someone's like,
Is-
sister, are you alright? Just crashing up.
We can talk to grass.
Is that sort of like is that thing that's like in the way? Do we need to like is it humanoid or is it like is it a different creature or what are we talking about here?
Some furry creature. Not sure.
Okay. Furry creature. Is it on 4 legs or 2 legs?
2.
2.
Well, if that's, do you have any
Okay.
food?
Yes, actually. I pull out like a little bag of sunflower seeds I've been sort of munching on, and sort of I hold out a hand.
What?
The bird flies up, grabs a couple. It's like, hope that helped you, and then flies up back into the nest.
Yes, thank you. Okay, guys. So now I'm speaking.
You turn
even know
around
you
and
could
all of
whistle.
us are smoking.
I didn't even know you could whistle, Giles. You're out here rolling your tongue while you're whistling. Like, what was that?
Well,
And you
listen,
just have sunflower seeds in your pocket how long have they been there?
I mean, I've sunflower seeds is like a snack that I've just been consuming. I don't know. Have you guys not noticed that? It's just anyway. Yeah. So, looks like land ahead is pretty clear, except for one bipedal, furry individual that's about our size.
Okay,
We can't-
confirmation on the thing the jackal wears said.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't pass it. Can't go around it, apparently. If we had wings, like the bird said, we could fly around it, but no, we can't.
I do.
Oh, yeah, well, okay. Well, yeah. If you want to, you could bypass it.
Yeah, but that'd be lonely. You know,
It
what
would-
happens if I run into a bird by myself? I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
be able to
that's-
talk
Is
to
it,
it.
so we would need wings for why? Is it just like blocking the path?
basically that's what I could sort of gather from it. Yeah.
We not.
I mean,
walk
like,
around it?
starts doing a head count. Yeah, okay, so don't need him. Don't need them. That's, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Demi?
I have, and have had, they might be expired.
Is it sunflower seeds too?
No, it's a potion.
Oh,
It was labeled Potion of Climbing,
oh.
and I've got 4 of them.
Hmm.
So, if you can fly, and you don't need a Potion of Climbing, because you can just walk on the wall, then what is that? It's Aerith, me, Giles, and Thea? Leb's out of luck then. Hang on.
I could, if we had to, I could help any stragglers stealth our way through. You know?
Oh no, that's a good idea. Hold on. You all take the potions of climbing and I'll just go sicko mode.
If you wanna, I guess.
What if instead, what if we all as a big group try to stealth our way through, and then if it doesn't work, then we all go sicko mode? So that way we're not split and nobody dies again.
Isn't that wasn't that like plan A? Wasn't that the predetermined plan that we were gonna go for anyway?
I thought so. I
Yeah,
feel like I just
what are
feel
we
like it's
talking
getting
about then?
risky now. Well, I don't know. I thought we were trying to come up with a way around now.
But
Well-
it's up to you all. As Leb kind of looks up, you see her kind of green snake or yellowish green snake eyes kind of eye you. Are you guys walking and talking here, or have you paused for a second?
I feel like we paused.
I feel like we
Yeah.
paused.
Yeah.
I definitely feel. I feel
Okay.
paused.
I feel paused.
We took a smoke break while Giles whistled at a bird.
Sounds good. I was like, I mean, I don't think it's much longer in the caverns per se, but it's up to you all. Maybe
Would you say it's an hour of walking or less?
possibly an hour. It's like she looks up. You see that that it's evening now. The sun's going down here. Look up through the cavern space.
I feel pretty confident about stealth. Like, really confident about stealth. So, if anyone has to not go around, then I think it should be me.
I should be alright. But you see Earth like, I'm not. I could try.
So I'm gonna hand these out anyway. You get a potion of climbing, you get a potion of climbing, you get a potion of climbing. And if it feels like we do need to go around, then go around.
Okay. As you all.
Yeah.
That's good.
I've just generally, I think everybody gets one except for Autumn and Morn.
Okay. As you all move forward, traveling an hour or so, you see Leb's kind of hand go up and pause. She'll motion for you guys to look at something. What do you all do? As you can see
Look,
that,
obviously.
as you see that the cavern is like opening out to a wider section. You look out and see something you don't know why you know. But on him, you remember. What you see in front of you. I think Timmy would know what these are, actually, too. On him, these were explained to you, but the person who explained it to you had Fate's eye removed off of them. Because in front of you is a group of hobgoblins. Timmy, you see hobgoblins in front of you. They have no bearing of what your mother has explained.
Mhm.
They do not have any bearing of Fae.
Yeah,
You
these
see-
are the ones to the left.
You see that, like, what are these
Why are you
mercenaries?
slamming doors? Holy shit.
What are these mercenaries? Armed to the teeth.
Pause. Time out. Above table. I mostly remember that conversation, but
Yes.
need a little refresher.
You would-
There are hobgoblins that are you know they're normal to see just like goblins anywhere.
Yeah,
but
anywhere.
Originally they were fey creatures.
Mhm.
But then there's also the subset of them that followed the Goblin King
Yes.
and
Megalith
went
to Acheron.
Acheron. I was trying to remember.
Yeah. But you know that these banners are hired as mercenaries. Not often, but I say above table. They're often hired as mercenary companies. So seeing hobgoblins, not just regular like civilian hobgoblins, these are armored weapons, everything. So it is strange. And you see Leb like, wait, what?
So yeah, quick rundown of all of that for the group.
Leb's like, a mercenary company out here? What the heck?
It does seem strange, like implying there's something here to guard, right? Like you don't just have a mercenary company hanging out in a canyon in the desert. I mean,
You see-
maybe,
you see
maybe they're
Earth.
on a fucking retreat or something. Boys' night.
Maybe-
That is more of them than I was expecting.
Yeah. I'll move you guys over. See what you guys see.
Kata in a raven form has advantage on hearing perception checks.
Yeah.
And blind sight 60. So I'm just gonna have him like not even flap over there, but just like fly up and then coast closer to try and hear something or
Okay.
see if there's anything that doesn't appear to be visible.
Give me a stealth check? I'll say the stealth check's at advantage.
Okay.
And then give me a perception check.
Stealth check for my boy.
Yes. Stealth check for your boy at advantage. And then
He could go invisible. It's
true. You
I
go
really
visible,
should-
be hidden.
So yes, this is one of the forms that doesn't have stealth as a skill. What you doing? Hang on, I gotta turn a light on in my room. It's a 15 though
Okay.
for stealth.
Yeah, then give me a perception check as Kakate's trying to hear the general chatter of these hobgoblins, I should say.
My God. dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is good. What? Oh, even over the low howl of the wind, Makate will hear. Especially from the hobgoblin here. Quit your belly aching, Log. We are supposed to guard this area. That's what we were paid for. No one gets into the storm without him knowing. All right.
Your belly aching.
You see the one. He's like, but boss, he's like, we got paid a considerable amount for this. They even gave us something great, as he like points toward, and you see it, or Hakate sees it. This crafted construct.
Oh. Okay.
A knight of metal and heat and arcane power. He even gave us a little gift. Okay? Should be an easy enough job. We stay out here, we move around in the desert, collect our money, go home and go to the next job, alright? Stay frosty, okay? You see the hobgoblin kind of like shakes his head, notches an arrow, kind of shoots a test shot, like shoots it into the sky. It doesn't go, it goes near Hakate, but doesn't hit him. Goes by him. I thought I saw something out there. That's what he hears. He hears like just chatter between these hobgoblins. You see this construct vigilant, watching. Here as this other kind of high-ranking hobgoblin like looks at it, kind of like puts his hand in front of it. Shakes his head. You all are at the bottom here, I think, hidden behind this thing. The rest of these
South of the map.
South of the map here. What do you all do? And who's with you? So for this, you guys can take one NPC with you. Your choice: Leb or Aerith.
Leb's a bard, right?
Leb is not a bard.
Oh, what is Leb? Let me see. Let's look here.
Leb is a...
They have poison ray and a scimitar.
Leb is a warlock.
Let's see. I'm thinking I want my goat. She who has protective magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I think Aerith is a safer bet for this one.
for sure.
Also, Autumn is
Crazy roll
holding Pass Without Trace. Everybody has a +10 on Dex.
I think Leb and Thea kind of move to the another side here, seeing that you all are kind of prepared to make a play for something. But yeah, if you would drag yourselves at the bottom of the map here. I'll say this one, you can't see this guy. He's on top of a ledge, but hasn't noticed you yet.
Where was it? You said the bottom?
Yeah, bottom here. You're behind this little spot here, creeping out and looking. You're not in plain view yet of our boys in the center lane. But I will ask for a stealth in a moment. And we'll see if that is helpful for you to have advantage on this initiative.
I don't know how far Hakate is from us now, but Autumn is consciously choosing to also give extra stealth to our minions.
Each creature you choose?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It is every friendly that is with us within 30
Within
feet
30
of
feet.
Autumn.
Yeah, BB does not count. But
As I say, I think
Kettle.
technically some things can't.
Kettle and
BB
Willow
doesn't
for
count
sure.
as a creature, is
Yeah.
the thing.
Okay, yeah. Construct, right?
No, he's just
He just doesn't
thing.
count as a creature. There are construct
Oh.
creatures like this thing over here, creature.
Yeah,
Okay.
BB is a built thing.
Oh.
Essentially an item.
BB is an object.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Um,
or fortunately,
rough.
you know, it depends.
Rough life. Yeah, true. I mean, if it's a respected object.
True.
True.
If you would, so you can slide Aerith out here as well. So you're picking the go.
Right, so it's 521. 5 foot soldiers that I counted 2. I don't know. We'll call them captains for now, co-captains. Maybe they're gay. And then there's one construct. There's like a knight made of metal and fire, which feels like it should mean something to me, but it's not coming to mind. We're having this conversation before we walk up, obviously.
Of course. Yeah, Akate went out ahead. He saw them. I think he heard the chatter of these. The way that they position themselves, like the storm is maybe a couple hours from the spot, right? Right when you clear the canyon, you're chilling, right? Easy walk to the storm. So this is a prime position that they've picked.
And they're clearly at the mouth of the canyon. They said they were hired and were paid considerably to guard. They said guard here. I don't know if that's if there's something here or if they're just, you know, catching people going into the storm.
See Aerith like.
It would be totally conjecture at this point, but
Yeah. Maybe is this what the jackal wares were talking about?
oh yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
furry creatures our size, for sure. And they're right too, actually. They are from far away.
Yeah. Yeah, Autumn, you clearly know what these are and remember the conversation.
Do we have Dylan? And it's just
Yeah.
I dragged myself
He
out.
died.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah, drag yourself
What
out.
happened?
And I'll drag Aerith out for you as well.
You don't have to drag people like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag. I'm dragging. Yeah, make sure someone. I'm waking. Sorry. Make sure someone has Aerith's character sheet. 'Cause I'm gonna be running some stuff.
I got you.
Appreciate that. Well, what do you guys do? You might have an element of surprise here. You might be able to.
I gotta read something real quick.
Sure.
What's our plan? Are we going to talk to them and convince them to let us through, or are we just gonna?
We could.
I don't think we can
do some
convince a
lawful good moments.
hobgoblin of anything.
You see, Lev,
That's
like.
racist.
Is it?
Wait, what did you say? Autumn?
So I don't think we can convince a hobgoblin of anything.
You wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't know that.
No?
It
What was the conversation that I had with Allium about them then? Am I thinking of
wasn't
the wrong thing?
It wasn't Allium. We had a conversation.
Wait a minute.
No one else remembers that conversation. You erased them from existence.
Oh.
you remember Dane. You remember Dane Hondlin talking about Hobgoblin war banners. But no one else
I
remembers
was
that.
thinking of the wrong.
I think you do get that kind of like sharp stare from Demi. Like you don't know anything about hobgoblins on them.
So I ask it again. Are we making a plan, or are we just going galleon on their ass.
Air's like, well, I mean, you're standing in the way of us and the storm. And I don't know if they'll just let us through. What Hakate said they need to stop anyone from entering the storm?
I know it was seconds ago, but I don't actually remember what the...
Yeah, stop anyone from entering.
Yeah.
And he paid us well.
Did we... Thea had a vision, right?
That she did.
So we know he's fucking around.
Oh, he's here.
He's here.
He's here, bro.
What the stranger said is Arliss will not make it easy for you. So?
We could start jumping them outside in. Anyone got a better plan?
Where's our goal exactly to get to? I'm assuming it's like up here.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Gotta be up here. And so this bit is higher in elevation?
Yeah, you'd have to... No, they're on the same elevation here. All this higher in elevation. This
is
section
rocks,
higher,
okay.
Higher in elevation, yeah.
So we could sneak around this way.
Yes, you could.
I'll be honest, I kind of want to scrap.
Yeah.
These are probably
Right.
the strange creatures they were talking about, right? For sure. So
Yeah, welcome to the conversation. Yes. Yeah, these
Yeah,
are for
I'm just-
sure the strange creatures.
I'm just saying that, like,
Oh yeah,
I think
no,
we should
could
take them
solve,
out.
We could solve
Yeah.
their problem.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Leb kind of like nods, like, they would be grateful.
Oh, my lantern back, man.
I don't know if you're getting that lantern back.
Do you
but-
just want a lantern? I have one that we've.
Well, it's just like it looks good on your on the backpack, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think you see Leb like, Thea, let's see if we can sneak around, and the two of them will kind of sneak up, and try and climb up toward here. They're gonna try and get some higher ground, some vantage for you guys.
Okay, so actual game plan then. If we're taking these out, who's my striker today? I guess it's you, Morn.
Guess it's me.
Okay. Giles, you're my back line, and Autumn, you're my center.
Morn, I'm gonna have Kettle here sort of go duos with you, if that's alright with you.
If it can't keep up with me, just follow Demi.
Alright.
Okay, what do you guys got?
I guess I'd love to grab this guy and try and cover his mouth. So 13.
13. Okay, they're gonna use strength. This is a +1. On a 14.
Damn.
You move up. They're like, what the heck? Is there a struggle here? Like, is it messy? What does it look like as you try and grab them?
I think I wanted it to do the thing where you just like slide your hand around over his mouth, but then as he starts like pushing and struggling and starting to shout, I'm just gonna try and like shove my fingers in his mouth.
Yeah, there's a bit of a struggle. He's gonna stumble forward here, and I'm gonna make another dexterity save for him in front of the board. If he will use the same one, it was a 14 or sorry 13. If he rolls
13. Something to make silence would have been great.
a natural 20.
off.
My god.
Holy shit!
Fuck
This
right off.
That's
natural 20.
insane
He's like, you see, he's about to like fall off, and this guy looks over. He's like, "You okay up there, man?" He kind of like stands up. There's someone here. And he like puts his feet on the ground, draws a bow
Just
towards you.
turn back to Morn and shrug.
I need you guys to roll me initiative.